the smaller things and get to the bigger things. The parade incident with the injuries of the individuals and the loss of life was obviously very serious. Part of what I believe as an investigator is very important is gauging credibility into the interview. And one of the ways you do that is you need to be careful. Obviously, at some point, if I'm going to take Mr. Brooks to jail, I have to tell him what he's being charged with. But I want to be very careful in giving too much information early on, so that I'm not leading him, so that I'm not giving him the opportunity based on information to create lies. I want to see how he reacts to things to help me gauge whether he's being truthful. And I found starting with the smaller aspect and seeing how truthful he was with that could help lead me into the more serious allegations and see if he was going to be truthful about those things as well.
Now, as I watched the snippet of the video that we showed, at one point you had indicated, guys like you get into these kind of situations with girls like that, or something to that effect. Do you recall that interaction in this video?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean by that? Or what were you trying to establish by making that statement?
Again, as I had stated in my earlier testimony, part of what I believe is important is simply building a rapport with an individual. Again, you always have with any individual in any interrogation, there's the natural barrier that can occur with them seeing you as a law enforcement officer. I've been doing this job for 18 years. That was not intended on any way on my part to suggest to Mr. Brooks that everything his girlfriend was saying was a lie. I just wanted him to feel comfortable telling me the truth, whatever that truth was, man to man or person to person, human being to human being.
Right.
Directing your attention to 30 minutes and 26 seconds and playing this clip until 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's do that now.
Objection. Wasn't it just said we was 15 minutes in the interview? Why is it playing from 30 minutes?
Your objection is noted. It's overruled again. That's 30-26, you said?
30-26 to 40-30.
To 40-30. Go ahead.
What brought you to Waukesha yesterday? How did you get out here?
I was meeting up with a friend to watch the Packer game.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was out here.
Where did you go to watch the game?
To a friend named Stephanie.
Her house, a bar, or
A house.
I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or anything, but what's the address there? What's
I
street is it
have
on?
no idea about Waukesha. I don't know the street.
What was it near? I know you had to see something near it. So what was it near?
Like a gas station?
Have you been to the house before?
No.
Never before?
No.
What's Stephanie's last name?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
When did you guys set this up?
Maybe a couple days ago.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a few friends. I have a few friends in Milwaukee that have people out here, so
Okay.
it's not, like I said last night, I don't know the streets in Waukesha. It's not where I usually hang out at, so I couldn't say, well, this street, and this, I couldn't.
All right. Stephanie, like a friend of yours or like a friend of a friend?
A friend of a friend, mutual friend.
And what
She
her
just
last
like-
name was?
I have no idea.
How long have you known her?
That was my first time meeting her. So,
How did you get the number to know the house to go to?
a friend.
So how did you get to her house?
My friend. I went with my friend.
Okay, who's that?
My friend, I don't really want to say his name. I don't know if that's going to incriminate him in anything. So,
Okay, so let's go with this. How did you come? I know you saw Erica yesterday in Waukesha because we talked to you met her? Where did you meet her? What happened yesterday?
Yeah,
So,
it was-
because if this is BS, like you say, and I know you met her, what happened?
I
So
met
what
her
happened when you met her? Where did you meet her? Let's start with that.
by a gas station.
Okay.
I don't know what I was supposed to be getting some money from her.
How did? Okay. For what?
It was the rest of my money that she had of mine that she was holding for me.
Okay. How much?
It was supposed to be $350.
Okay. And what did she? Why did she have it? Why was she holding
Well,
it?
she had been holding it for me for a few weeks now, but like I said, I hadn't seen her. She had seen
Right.
my
But what was
already.
she holding? Why did she have it? Why was she holding it for you?
She was just holding it for me because I told her to hold it for me. But it didn't have anything to do with, this was weeks ago. She had been holding the money. And because I had no contact with her, I couldn't tell her. And my mom wasn't going to let her come to the house to bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, look, man, if I'm going to be out there, I'll meet up with you and get the money, but I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not having sex with you. And she was just like, oh, you want to kill? I'm like, I'm not finna do none of that.
Okay.
I'm just stopping because this person he's talking about is the mother of one of his children. And, you know, if she had $350 of his, she was not going to be giving it to him. She was going to be giving it to herself and the child for child support. So, I mean, will be easily broken down.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be around you. I get that. I understand that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not supposed to be around you. I love you to death, man. You're my baby mama. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like a hangout thing. I told her, like, I'm out here. And she's like, oh, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And I'm like, look, I'll meet up with you to get the money and, you know, give you a hug or whatever. But she was like, well, D, I need something. I'm like, no, we can't do all that. I'm not going to have sex with you. I'm not going to hang out with you. Or none of that.
All right. So you told her you weren't going to do any of that stuff.
No.
How did you set the meeting up? Did you talk to her on the phone, Facebook Messenger, text message?
I talked to her.
I don't think she said anything about that. So just, I mean, if she's BS, how did you?
Yeah, because this is what she does.
Well, hold on one second. Hold on, one thing at a time. How did you set the meeting with her? How do I verify?
That's what I'm saying. If she can't get in touch with me, that's what she'll do. She'll go to social media and do all this and try to talk to people and all this and that. I got in contact with her through a mutual friend that we both know. And I was like, okay, tell her I'm out in Waukesha or whatever, and I'll meet up with her to get the money. And then she put us on the call. And she was just like, where you at?
Wait, call?
Yeah. And she was just like, where you at? like you trying to like spin me up or something. Like
I'm just asking how you got here. Whose car did you drive out here in?
I didn't drive at all.
Whose car did you come out here in?
My friend.
Okay, right. What kind of car is it? So here's the thing, Darrell. Okay. Obviously, you know, she's coming at us. I told you she's talking about some domestic related issues, okay? You know, I don't know if she's on BS. I don't know if she's not.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. I don't want you to get.
Yeah, because
Hold on, let me finish. You know, I don't entirely know all that, okay? I'm just right now trying to figure out how you got out here. So I got to step out with my partner for a minute. Just relax. I don't want you to get you all nervous, okay? But, you know, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I don't think when you meet her out in Waukesha, and you're not from Waukesha, I think a reasonable question is to ask, how did you get out here?
Yeah.
Whether you drove, someone else drove, and if so, when you got out here, what type of car you were in. So just, every hour or so, my boss, he knows we're out here. I just got to call him and say, yep, we're talking. I'll call you back later. Just got to step out, throw in a line with him, and we'll come back. Just chill out here, enjoy your soda. We'll be right back. All right? Sound good? Okay.
so we done talking or
No, we'll be back in a minute. Just chill out, and we'll be back.
You just gotta make that
back in that, so I just got to make that call.
That check-in call.
All right?
in the middle of the conversation.
Well, do you want to tell me about the car?
Just go in a couple minutes.
Yeah, but
I mean, I got to call him. I can come back, but I just.
listen. I'm willing to listen, Carpenter. You've been straight up with me. You've been straight up with me, right? All I'm saying is I just want to know what I'm looking at and if I can just notify my girls. That's it. I don't have a problem with talking to you guys at all. I just want to know what am I looking at. That's
Well,
it.
at the start, she called about some domestic abuse related stuff. Now, I didn't talk to her myself. I told you that at the start. You said she was crazy. We talked
Y'all
about
know that. Y'all talked to the woman.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Oh, I apologize. You talk.
Slow
Other
down.
officers that we listened to the interview.
Slow down, Darrell.
Did she look beat up? Did she look like, dude?
Darrell.
Come on now, man.
Slow down. All right? We can't explain it to you if you keep talking over us. You know what I'm saying? All right? I didn't talk to her. I didn't see her. Okay? Now,
Okay, with regard to that clip, sir, we have a lot of talk about her, meaning her. Who is her?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
The her in this case is Erica Patterson.
So did you have some conversations with Mr. Brooks before this clip about his relationship with Miss Patterson?
Objection leading. I do consent to being called that name.
The objections are overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I did.
Now, at the end of this video, not the end of the video, but the end of this clip, again, he is saying, "What am I looking at?" Do you recall him saying that in this video?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
Was this a theme throughout this 5-hour video?
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, it was.
Did he... You had stated initially when he came into the room, he had complained about some shoulder pain.
Yes, he did.
Did that continue throughout the interview?
Objection relevancy.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
So, I would say what happened is it went on and off. So at this point here, the interview at this point in time was what I would describe as laid back. A lot of it was simply getting background about the overall relationship between Mr. Brooks and Miss Patterson. During that time, he was fine. He was moving his arms, as you could see in this clip. He wasn't complaining about pain. What I noticed and made me question the legitimacy of the injury before ever actually even seeing the body cam is I noted at times of stress later in this interview as I continue to push on a vehicle, I can see, as you could see here, I believe it can be seen here in this interview, talking about the car made him uncomfortable. Complaints about the pain would suddenly come back.
How about the request to be told what he's looking at? Did you see any correlation between that and what was occurring during the interview?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes, that, as I say, that continued throughout the entirety of the interview, and really at this point was a little unusual because right now he had been told he was looking at the domestic. The parade hadn't come up, so a reasonable person, I believe, at this point of the interview knew what they were looking at. They were looking at a domestic abuse incident. Why simply asking him how he got out here as far as transportation made him nervous was alarming.
An example of him, you said that you had seen him using his arms a little bit in this clip, is that correct?
Objection, leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
You had stated that, what observations did you make during this clip about the use of his right arm?
He would move it from side to side, so, I mean, both his arms would come out like this and move. He would make mannerisms when he was speaking with both arms that were, to me, what a person would do when they're normally conversing. And it would seem unusual to make those movements if he was, in fact, in as much pain as he was claiming to us he was in.
Now I'm going to just let the record reflect that when you had indicated he'd move his arms this way, you moved both your right and left arm out parallel to the ground at about shoulder level. Would that be accurate?
Yes, it would.
I'm going to show you a clip beginning at 52 minutes and 15 seconds to 52 minutes and 42 seconds, so a very short clip. Go ahead.
That, and then she makes this complaint when she gets you back.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you do this to me? And I promise you, my right hand to God Almighty on the throne with Jesus next to his side, the woman is going to sit up there and say, I was drunk, I was mad, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, now I got to go through everything just for you to do that. Why did you do this to me?
So you think she's gonna come back to us?
So we saw some motions with his arms during this clip. Would that be an accurate statement?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Can you explain to the jury what you observed?
So I observed Mr. Brooks move his arms to his side, above his head, his right arm almost fully above his head at points, quite frankly showing that arm seemed to have full range of motion.
Now, you had testified yesterday, you had seen a video or a still shot from a video, and you identified the defendant driving a red SUV. Do you recall that testimony?
Objection, leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes, I do.
And when the defendant was telling you about his friend bringing him out in a tan Kia, I think he said, did you believe that to be true?
Objection.
Sustained. It's for the jury to determine credibility. The witness will not answer that.
Did you ever see any video of the defendant driving in a tan Kia during the time of the parade?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled, the witness may answer that.
No, I did not.
Directing the video to 1 hour, 4 minutes, 30 seconds.